welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for joining me once again. I figured I've been wanting to pull this little guy out here and try to kind of check it out. This is going to be completely a first impression. I got my clothes hanging there, well actually my jacket's completely a first impression, but you guys know I am like a purple fanatic. I fell into a fan. Yes, fell face first into a fan. Actually, the bruise kind of, I had a bruise right here in my ear even. But this is like, to me that is not so pretty. And if you guys are not real familiar with Urban Decay, Urban Decay is super like crazy wearable makeup. And that's what I've always loved about Urban Decay. I've always been, it's been a while since the Naked palettes. I wasn't really into the Honey palette. Everybody talked about that one coming out, and I just, those really aren't my tones, you know. So I didn't get that one, but I did go ahead and grab the Ultraviolet because it's purple, and I'm sorry, but it's purple. So I had to get it, and I figured I'm just running to the grocery store, and I wanted to do just a kind of first impression, completely like wearable. Like, now we're in the days and age of basically wearing masks for everything, so you can't, it's like you can't really go super overboard with like your entire makeup, because I don't know if you've heard my past talking about mask and makeup, but they don't really, they aren't good for the whole mask situation, because you're mixing in mostly oil-based products. Even if they're water-based products, you're mixing makeup products in with the cloth, and it's really, God, look how white I am, guys. I haven't been out in the sun. I've been trying to completely social distance myself from everybody and kind of everything, so I haven't really been going anywhere. And I've been staying home, but I wanted to do a completely wearable look, something that really shows off the whole aesthetic of the Naked palettes. Now, a lot of people are coming on talking about, oh, well, they're not that pigmented, they're not that this, they're not that. Well, they're not for really like they're not made for Instagram looks. Urban Decay's Naked palettes are exactly naked. Get it? Naked. They're very wearable looks, to give the average person a little bit of color to their look, and that's what they've always been. That's why you always get one side of the palette that's kind of neutral, and then you get a few pops of color, where you get half the palette color with this one and half neutral is what you get here. Which I love these peachy tones down in here, but I do like the brushes that the Naked palettes always had, but I have gotten kind of spoiled on my rougher brushes, so I'm gonna use that today. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and grab the brush out first, and I think I'm gonna go into this color right here. I see everybody go into Hacked first, but I'm going to go into Mind Slip, because I am so fair skinned that Mind Slip looks like Hacked does on most people, on me. Because I am, especially now, because I have like no color. And this is probably not going to really show up. I'm just going to kind of use this. It's not really going to show through the look that I'm doing, but I'm using this to really just kind of shape my eye. You know, kind of lay down the foreground and set down the areas I want to set, and not set the areas I don't want to set. It is a very pretty color. It's got that really pretty peachy tone. I have been really liking these peachy tones, which they don't always look that great on me, but I like them. I'm going to bring that all the way up into the brow in the front there. I've been kind of just staying in. I haven't really went anywhere unless I absolutely have to. I do I am getting over basically pneumonia right now, unfortunately, so I have to be very careful where I am and who I'm around because of my stomach issues. I get sick and end up with things that you wouldn't want in your lungs Go ahead and grab a different brush here. I'm going to grab my number 14 brush, and I'm going to go into Optimize right here, and we're going to start laying in some of these purple tones. Now this is going to be, like I said, a pretty wearable look. I'm going to bring that really into that crease there. That color, there we go. Yeah, I wasn't liking how that brush, this one's a little flatter, but still fluffy, so I can kind of still lay down that color the way I want to. I need to get a new mirror really badly. I have all my Jeffree Star mirrors, but I never, have you guys ever noticed I never use them? I decorate with them. How do you guys feel about all this stuff going on with Jeffree Star? Is this affecting how you feel about his makeup company? Because I am I've always been a big fan, you know, of his makeup. I'm not a fan of his behavior. I've never been a fan of his behavior. Who the hell could? Unless you're him, I guess. But I'm wondering how things are going to start being now that everybody's, you know, everybody's really making people kind of take responsibility and own up to their shit, you know? So, I mean, I own up to my shit over the years, but I try to keep my shit off the internet, you know? For the most part, don't you? Okay, let's go. I think I'm gonna go into Euphoric right here. It's a little bit of a satiny color, but I am gonna use that. I'm gonna actually, you know, I'm gonna grab a different brush. God. Boy, if this is not the day of the brushes, I'm gonna grab my Rain Goss number 6 brush because it's a lot flatter, and I'm gonna go grab that same color Euphoric that I just showed. Grab that and drop my palette. It's one thing about these palettes, they don't break. Not very easily, at least I've never broke one yet, thank God. Alright, I'm going to bring that right there, still in the crease, just closer down. And use that to really kind of carve out that crease a little better there. I really love these colors. And the thing I like about this, what I was saying earlier, is you can really make some beautiful looks with this that are still colorful, but yet still very wearable. I'm looking across here. If you have hooded eyes like I do, and you look straight ahead, and you take your brush, more of a flat brush like that, and you look straight ahead, and you want to put that right there. See where that crease? See how I brought that up where you can still see that color in there, but it's still in the crease. That's a way to kind of get around the whole, when you have hooded eyes, everything lines up tucked back in there and you can't see it, and not wanting to go up too high. So that's what I tend to do there. It's a very soft purple look, and that was the whole point why I wanted this, and I think this is actually the perfect brush for this. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my color switch, and I'm going to go into a purple dust right here. This is a shimmer, but it's a little darker purple. Let me grab that. Looks very dark on my brush, but I'm going to use that just to tap in the outer corner right here. Just very lightly. Kind of up, but mainly keeping it on that outer, and actually bringing it under just a tiny bit, part of this outer corner here, and then work it just slightly up into the outer part of that crease. I am really liking these pigments. Purples are so hard to do, and a lot of it has to do with, you know, still being blendable but having enough punch to it. And purples, for some reason, are one of the hardest pigments to do that, besides reds. Reds are also very difficult. I swear, yellows, some of those real punchy colors seem to be, but purple is kind of a blend of so many, can be a blend of so many different colors. And look, there's not much fallout to these, which is really nice. Tucking that right into that outer corner. Using my color switch once again, and I'm going to go back into Euphoric. That was the color we tucked back into the crease there, and use that just to blend out that back again. Now I think on my lid I'm going to grab my 242, and I kind of want to, I'm going to go into this one here, Cyberpunk. I'm going to pick that up, and I think I'm going to go ahead and spray it just a tiny bit. And I'm going to bring that right in here, right next to that darker color that we used, right there. Wow, look at that. That is gorgeous. I'm keeping that mainly in the middle, but tapping it out over onto the dark that we used, which the dark underneath it is still going to show through. See, it's still going to give you that outer corner darkness, that depth that you want, but it'll lighten it up a little more to the purple side, blend off into here. And next I'm going to go into, I know this is going to be the prettiest color in here, which is this duochrome color here, is Lucid. I'm going to pick that up. My brush is still a little damp from rinsing it out. And I'm going to bring that on the inner third here, and then for the most part I'm going to keep it towards the inner, and then tap it out as I come over on top of that. Just kind of blend it off into there. That is a beautiful, beautiful duochrome color, and greens and purples just look so pretty together. See, it has kind of a green to it. One thing about Urban Decay colors, I've always found they're very easy to work with. And like I said earlier, they are so wearable. See, I'm keeping that, the main depth, the main part of it over here, and then just tapping it out over. This is my little bodyography brush, and I'm going to go into this color here, which is Trippin'. It's kind of a peachy, still pretty light, and I'm going to use that just right here on the brow bone, just to kind of give it a little bit of a kick right there. There. I'm going to go ahead and put some liner on, put some mascara on, finish the rest of my face, and I will be right back, and we'll work on this lower lash a little bit, and I'll give you my final thoughts on this palette. And that is it. I didn't do a whole lot of face makeup because technically you're only going to see this in the store. Plus I'm going to do my hair. But I really just love how these blended. They blended so just perfectly well on the eye. And let me just kind of clean that up there. I don't like how that comes up. But that's part of having hooded eyes. You get hooded eyes, you get a little bit of transfer, but I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit on my lower lash line. Just going to grab my little Wayne Goss number 5 brush, and I think what I'm going to do is kind of mimic similar to what I did up top. No, actually, you know, I'm going to go right into Euphoric, and I'm just going to bring that right underneath, just on the outer third. I used Smashbox, the Always Sharp waterproof kohl liner in Royal on my waterline. I love those. I love the Smashbox kohl liners. I've been using them for years. I wish they would put out more colors because I have a hard time with things on my eyes, especially things lasting, and I've never had much of problems from that. And that is just such a beautiful color. I really, really like that. And I have hazel eyes with a lot of green to them. And if you are of similar eyes, it really brings out, see the green tones in my eyes? I'm trying to look up at the light. Oh, gosh. And I want to grab, this is my Jeffree number 23 brush, which is the new one. It's so tiny. And I'm going to go into that lucid color, that kind of light color right in the middle. And I'm going to bring that right here, right on the tear duct and slightly above. Yeah. That is, I love that color. That lucid color is definitely one of my favorites out of this. I think it's the best they've done on a duochrome color. They've done quite a bit of colors. Urban Decay was always known for kind of going out of the box. They did always have a lot of wearable stuff, but they always came out with these crazy punches of really just intense color that was really popular when I was in my 30s. I gotta feel old. But anyway, I got to try out most of the purples. I didn't try out this one here, Digital. Digital is kind of a dark kind of, it almost has a shift, not necessarily, well, not a shift, but it's dark, but it's almost like a dark, it's got a weird, like pinkish, coppery kind of tone in it. It's very different. I didn't get to try that. I did not get to try Dazed, which this is a more peachy tone. That is really pretty. That is really pretty. That's more, that's got more of that coppery kind of, this has more of a pink, where this is like a coppery kind of peach. I did not try Warning. Warning is, this is a typical color for Urban Decay. This color has been done over by Urban Decay and Too Faced so much. And that's that duochrome pink with the purple shift. That is so, it's, I hate to say it like that, but it's been overdone. I really wish they would have put something different in its spot. It might have been nice, but it is a good color. It just, those are one of those colors that just, you have to really wet them. You really got to kind of work with them. That one's not as bad as most of them, but it works. Anyway, guys, that is it. I wanted to come on here and just do kind of a quick, just wearable look. You can throw your mask on, you know, and go about your day, but still have a little bit of color. I absolutely love this color, and I love spending time with you guys. But anyway, it's been great, and I will see you guys on the next one. I still need to announce my Jeffree Star giveaway, which I think I'm going to do a couple more palettes, which I think I'm going to do a couple more looks with that palette, and then I'm going to announce the giveaway in that. I'm also thinking about doing one of these guys for a giveaway. What do you guys think about this? This is a mirror that I rhinestoned for a friend, my little best buddy, and it didn't take me too long, but I've thought about doing one of these for you guys as a giveaway. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.